Alright guys, we're about to make our drop biscuit recipe. So today's flour of choice, we're going to be using Spelt flour. So this is organic Spelt flour. We have some raw agave, grapeseed oil, sea salt, milk, and then we have a few utensils. So let's just get it started. This is a really simple recipe. If you are gluten-free, you can change this flour to quinoa flour. It works well with that. So give that a go. If you don't have any ancient grain flours, you can use any type of like a whole grain, whole wheat flour. That'll work too. So this is 1 cup, because this is just a half a cup. So that's 1 cup. You need 2 1/4. The recipe is going to be the same for whatever flour that you choose. It'll be the same exact recipe. So you can use spelt flour, kamut flour, quinoa flour, or any all-purpose, not all-purpose, but a whole wheat grain flour. So that's 1 1/2. 2, and now we just need a 1/4, so like half of this cup, so about half. There we go. So that's 2 1/4 cup. I had to get another spoon because we need exactly 1/3 cup of oil. Okay, so that's 1/3 cup of oil. You need 1 whole cup of milk. And you can use any liquid. You can use water, you can use milk, you can use aquafaba. All 3 of those liquids work. And what is aquafaba? Aquafaba is the water off of your chickpeas once you boil them. When you save them, and they have like a rising capability. They're very, they make the biscuits very moist. So that's 1 whole cup of liquid. So like I said, your liquid, you can use water, milk, or aquafaba. I have milk. If I have something other than water, I'll use it. If I don't, I'll use water. And you just need a sprinkle of sea salt. And then agave. And there's a measurement for the agave in the recipe, but I'm just gonna put whatever the spirit tells me I can put today. Now I'm just go ahead and just stir this all together. Now I could have put the whisk in and did it, but we're gonna make a dough. So I'm just gonna use my spoon. Now this should be like a sticky dough. So as you see, it's starting to stick. And that's what you want. You want to be able to just drop the batter into the pan. Hence, they're called drop biscuits. You don't have to measure anything. This isn't like dough that you're going to cut out. Now, as we work the dough, the elasticity is going to build. If for any reason your dough is too loose, maybe you didn't measure the flour out enough, just sprinkle a little bit more. But if you can get a lump of dough like that and be able to drop it like that, you're good. That's all you need to be able to, and it should be stuck together, and you should be able to drop it into your pan. So our dough is perfect. That's our biscuit dough. See, it's all together. The whole thing moves together. It's not runny, it's just one big blob of delicious dough. So that's done. Let's get our baking dish. All right, so we have our baking dish. And I'm just gonna spray this with some avocado oil. Okay. And then this recipe makes about 6 large biscuits. So what we're gonna do is scoop some of the dough out and just drop it down into our pan. I'm not gonna make these really large. So we may get more than 6. Let's see what we got going on. Might get an extra one. Alright, so we got a little extra dough. I'm gonna get another pan for that, but there you go. So we got our biscuits in here. Oh, they're sliding. You don't want them to slide together. Okay. So our biscuits are in our pan, ready to go. Let's pull the camera down. There we go. So our biscuits are in our pan and they are ready to go. And we're just gonna put them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I have it on 350, so they're gonna cook nice and slow and they'll be good. So I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our biscuits have come out of the oven. Okay, so our biscuits are fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna cut one open just so you can see how it should look on the inside, so give me a moment. So I made biscuits today because the boys asked for toast. And I want to make sure they're eating as much whole food as possible. And right now, we don't have any spelt bread from the store. I haven't found any. And we're out of town at my sister's house. So, instead of toast, why not have some delicious homemade biscuits, you know what I'm saying? So here are our biscuits. Let's cut one open so you guys can see. So I'm just gonna use a butter knife. Get one of our biscuits so it's nice and toasty on the bottom. Nice and soft on top. Then we're gonna cut it open. Slides right through because it's very moist. And ta-da! You have a nice biscuit. It's very soft. The oil works just like butter would in a recipe. So it's nice and moist. You can put any type of nut butters, cream cheeses, jams, jelly, preserves, whatever you like, however you like to eat your biscuits. Put some agave on there. And this is a really delicious option as opposed to bread. So there you have it. These are Spelt drop biscuits found in the Start From Scratch cookbook. You can replace any flour that you want. If you want to do gluten-free or not, but this is the way to go. And you just saw how easy this was. You could easily double the recipe. If you want to store a batch in the freezer, they do freeze well. You freeze them and then pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes and then you're back.